Hello, BookTube, and happy Friday! Welcome to Friday Reads. Yay, Friday! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's Friday. And tomorrow's the weekend. But not for Garrett. Garrett's Friday, or our Friday is Garrett's Monday. Poor guy starts back to work tomorrow. So anyway, after his weekend. Quick life update, because I did not do a Friday Reads last week. Now, I think I talked to you guys in my vlog, but I can't remember exactly what I was saying. I'm still tired. Not as much as I was, which is good. And I actually go on Monday. I'm off work on Monday for doctor's appointments downtown. I have to see both my cardiologists, my adult congenital cardiologist and my EP cardiologist who deals with the arrhythmia stuff. So he's the one I really need to talk to on Monday. I had to do the Holter monitor for 48 hours. I did that, I think, early last week. And so he should have the results for that and can let me know how everything is. As long as my heart rate doesn't go too low, they'll keep me on this medication and I will be a happy camper because it is working, which is what we want. My dad, I think the last time I talked to you guys, my dad had been admitted to hospital. He was there for a week. He is doing fantastic now. He got out, like I said, he was there for a week. I think he got out like last Thursday or Friday. And they changed up a bunch of his medications, and he's on some new medications. But Mom says he feels 110% better, so that's what we want to hear. It was congenital or congestive heart failure again, so he's just got to be really careful. Take the medications. He's got to stay away from certain foods like bacon, because it of course increases your sodium and stuff like that. So yeah, we just want to keep him doing good. And so that's pretty much it. We're doing it. Things are good. Things are looking up. The Christmas tree is up. There's no decorations on it yet. I still have to do that. But the Christmas tree is up and it looks so pretty in the background. So the holidays are almost here, you guys. I can't believe it. It's like everybody's like, don't rush it, don't rush it. Then all of a sudden they're like here. And I'm like, oh my gosh. We're like a month out from Christmas. So that's exciting. So you guys saw my David's Tea order in my vlog if you watched it. But I did end up ordering one more thing from David's Tea because they didn't have it in the store. So I went ahead and ordered it online. And I got hurt with the shipping, but it is what it is. I got this water bottle, but it's an alpaca and it's Christmassy. But it's a metal water bottle, and there's a lid for it, right? I'm drinking water out of it right now. I just want to see how well it works. But this bottom part twists off, so it makes it easier for cleaning, and you can put ice in it too. So that's pretty cool. So I really, really like it. And it's just little. I know there's some people at work who have like the really giant water bottles and they like sip on them all day long. I would much rather a smaller one because then it forces me to get up and go and refill it. So I'm getting some steps in and getting moving around a bit instead of just being stationary at my desk. And two, I find I drink more because there's less in here. Does that make sense? It's like a mind over matter thing, I guess. It's like, oh, I finished it. I should go have another one. So I think they said it's 10 ounces or something like that. So I really, really liked it. They had this one. I think they had one with owls, but I love alpacas and llamas, so I had to get this one. So anyway, let's get into the books and what I plan on reading this weekend. Probably bingo on Saturday with Mom, as per usual. That's our jam. That's what we do. And I think that's all I have planned this weekend. Some videos, of course, I'm going to be filming. What is coming up next week? Oh, the Harlequin Anticipated Reads video is coming up next week for December. December? No, hold on. Now I'm gotta think. Yeah, it would be for December. And of course my December TBR. Yay, I can't wait. And I will be setting up my planner, my reading planner for December as well. So there will be a video for that in the week after. I will do a full video on that too, because you guys really seem to like the last one. So I will be doing another walkthrough. But as I said, let's get into the books. Oh, and of course my weekly reviews. And just as a side note, I did actually DNF a book this week, you guys. Oh, it was so, do you know what? Really? It's so nice to DNF books. Life is too short for books you don't like. So anyway, what am I reading this weekend? My audiobook that I will be listening to this weekend is The Princess Plan, by Julia London. So there is the cover. This is like a Cinderella retelling. And it is about a man from a foreign not real country who's come to England for trade negotiations of all things. And he is also kind of trying to find a bride because his dad has pretty much put his foot down. He's like, you know, you're 32 now and we need heirs. And, you know, you're the crown prince. So, you know, you need the next in line for the throne or your cousins are going to take it. So he's kind of sort of looking for a bride as well. And he meets Eliza, our main character. His name is Sebastian. And she is the daughter of a lawyer, but she's nobody in the nobility. She's nobody in the upper echelons of society or anything at all like that. You're getting a lot of Cinderella vibes from this, and it's cute. It's cute. There's a murder also that has taken place. One of Sebastian's like right hand men, and his good friend was murdered after this big ball, this masquerade ball. And so there's kind of like the whodunit aspect as well as the romance. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I'm about 3 hours, almost 4 hours into it, and I'll get it done this weekend, but I am really enjoying it. And then the ebook that I plan on reading this weekend, I haven't started it yet, but I will be soon, and that is another NetGalley read. The Princess Plan is also a NetGalley read, or from the publisher. And this is Unspoken by Kelly Rimmer, a contemporary romance novel. I'm super excited about this one. This is book number 2 in A Startup in the City. So I think it's something like something electronic or maybe a social media thing. I don't know. I don't even know what this is about. I'm just super excited to get into it, and I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. I have heard really good things about this author, but I don't think I've actually read her yet. There is a book, of course, that comes before this one, but I haven't read it yet, but I'll go back and read that later. You guys know I'm totally cool with reading books out of order. Does not bother me in the least, especially with contemporary romance. 99% of the time, you do not need to have read the story, like the book before. I mean, it's good, though. It's kind of nice when you find a book, like, way later in the series and be like, oh my gosh, there's a whole other series. The whole rest of the series I get to read. It's kind of exciting, you know? So yeah, so I'm looking forward to starting this one. And last but not least, of course, my 40 Years of Harlequin book. The next one I have to read. I'm still reading Killer Exposure right now, but I will get that done today. But I will be reading Summer Escape with the Tycoon by Donna Alward, who is a Canadian author, by the way. This one takes place in Canada. Super excited about this one. I cannot wait. I know when I announced this one, or had this one in the picks, Lindsay over at The Wandering Reader told me that she had read this one and she really enjoyed it. So yay for that recommendation. I cannot wait. This one I think is going to be really good. So that's really all I have for the reading and stuff. I thought I'd show you guys my knitting because I haven't shown you guys my knitting in a couple weeks. Obviously, I did not record last week. So we'll start with my sock. I am almost done. I've got about a ½ an inch left to do in the leg, and then I'll do the binding, or not the binding, I'll do the ribbing, and then I can do the bind off. So there's the sock. I used to only go 6 inches on my, on the leg, but now I go to 7 because I like just that little bit of extra, I don't know, I like long socks. I'm one of those people who likes long socks. My aunt likes like shorty socks, like ankle socks, and no, I like a nice long sock. So of course the heel is in and all that. So that's where I was 2 weeks ago, and that's how much I've gotten done. I have not actually been knitting at lunch. That's what I was doing for the longest time. I would take my sock to work and I'd sit and knit at lunch and listen to my audiobook. But I've actually started reading again at lunch. So I've been taking my e-reader. So I've been doing that instead of knitting and listening to an audiobook. And I actually find it's a little bit easier when you're eating, like to put the knitting down to eat. You know, at least this way I feel I can get more reading done. So that's what I've been doing. But I've been still knitting on this a little bit in the morning and stuff like that. And the only other thing that I'm working on, I think I mentioned I was going to knit a coworker a hat with the owls on it. I'm not doing that anymore because I'm not going to get into it. There's a whole bunch of stuff kind of going on at work right now that it's work stuff. If you work in an environment with a group of people who have different personalities, you're going to have heads butting, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what happened. And a couple people were like, oh, about doing the Secret Santa. Now they've decided not to do it. So I won't be going down to Buffalo in December, and that's fine. I'm just more disappointed that it takes a few to ruin the fun for everybody else. But, you know, I understand. Maybe they had other reasons. I know there's things going on with people's families and stuff like that. So I totally get it. You know, I'm not bummed about it. I am, but I'm not, you know, like it's a little disappointing, but I can appreciate, you know, if people have other things going on and they can't commit to something like that, and that's fine. So anyway, so I'm not knitting that hat. So I'm only working on my shawl, but guys, you guys are gonna laugh. So I'm into the third color and I'm so super excited. So I completely finished the second color and I'm into the third color. And I'm halfway through a row, of course, because the rows are like, I'm at like 150 stitches each row now. So it's a little ridiculous, but I'm going to do my best to show it to you guys. So, sorry. It's really hard to show this in front of the camera. Look at the colors, you guys. They go together so well. So, what am I attached to? Oh, the yarn. So there's one end. And then this is the second color all in there. Isn't that gorgeous? They match so well. And then we get into the purple, which here is the third color. So I'm going to just do this and show you that. This is the... Is this the front or the back? It doesn't matter. It all looks the same. So yeah. So into the third, but it matches so well with that. I'm so glad I decided to do the multicolor in the middle. But, so this is the front. Okay, because I'm looking at the back now. So I had... I'll show you guys. See the pink here? That is the last row that I had to do of the multicolored yarn. I had that one row to do. I ran out halfway through the row. That's all I had left. That's it. I was so mad. I was literally like a half a row from finishing that color and I ran out. So what I actually ended up doing is, instead of breaking the purple, because I already was working on the purple, and you just carry the yarn up the side, you don't break it every time you switch the color, because if you can see, you're like blending the colors into each other. What I did is I took the original blue color, this one, and I attached it. So that's the blue right there. And then I finished the row in the blue, cut the yarn, and then I started in on the full purple. So I was so close. I was playing, as they call it, yarn chicken. And that's all I had. I mean, I went to the bitter end as far as I could go and still, like, you know, leave myself enough to weave in the end, right? So yeah, I was really bummed about that I almost made it, but not quite. So yeah, so this is looking pretty spectacular. Where's my thing? So there, way down there, I had just gotten into the multicolored 2 weeks ago. So I have finished all the multicolored, and that's how much I've gotten done since in the last 2 weeks. I'm really fighting to get, not fighting, I'm really pushing to get this done because I want to wear it for the winter time. Because it is going to be a great, big, warm, comfy scarf for the winter, right? It's going to be cozy, and I love it. And it's nice and bright and colorful, and oh, it makes me happy. It makes me happy, yeah. And then I'm going to have to pick I think after I'm done this, I'm going to be, sorry, I had an itch on my nose. I'm going to be casting on another sweater, but I still haven't decided which one I want to do yet, so we shall see. So yeah, so that's my knitting, and I've got yarn all over me. I've got so many ends to weave in when I'm done this. But God love my mother, she loves doing it, and I don't know if loves is the word. She doesn't mind doing it, so I might just go over to her house and say, hey, want to do me a favor? You want to weave in some ends for me? She will. She would happily do that for me. She puts buttons on things for me, and because I can't sew worth a darn, you guys, honestly. I'm not good at that. I will still, if I buy a pair of dress pants, go over to her house and ask her to hem the cuffs for me because I can't do it. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that is it. A little bit of a shorter Friday reads than I normally do. So next week, we're going to have a Friday reads as well. But then the week after that, we are going to be starting the vlogs for the month of December. So instead of the Friday reads, you guys are going to get vlogs from me, weekly vlogs. I'm super excited. I'm going to try and keep them sort of shorter than, you know, I think my weekend vlog was like almost an hour long. But I did a bunch of different recordings. I won't probably be doing that much when I do them in December. And we will see. I know you guys really like the vlogs, and I don't know. I bring them back in 2020 instead of the Friday reads. Let me know your thoughts. You know, I wouldn't do a sit down like this at the end like I used to do. I would just kind of just do a vlog and, you know, kind of show you guys my knitting as I go, or something like that. Or at the end of the vlog, just show you guys my knitting real quick. This is what I've gotten done this week, kind of an idea. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I still, even if I do decide to bring them back, I will still be doing my weekly reviews, because the one thing I will not include in the vlogs are my wrap-ups. Like, I'll just say, like, hey, I finished this book. I kind of liked it. 4 stars, you guys. And that's it. I'm not going to get into a whole thing about it. I will be doing my reviews separately, because I do read a lot of NetGalley books, and I use those reviews to the I send those to the publishers, essentially, and say, hey, you know, I did a video review on this book, so here it is. Because I don't have a blog or anything like that. So, anyway. Long story short, now I'm rambling. I'll let you guys go. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Until then, take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.